Take me to your leader.
What do you mean, take me to your leader? You realize, like, we have so many countries, right?
Get it.
The War of the Worlds, 1953 version. War of the Worlds is a 1953 movie based on the book by H.G. Wells of the same name. The movie is famous for going a little bit off book, but also still being able to make it have the same tone of the story. It's a visual effects masterpiece. The film uses models perfectly in every form that they can, whether including making aliens, destroying entire households, or the entire city of San Francisco. If you're a fan of kinds of movies like Independence Day or Gremlins, then you will definitely like this movie, because it's right up that alley of perfect campiness and good, awesome sci-fi. And when I mean sci-fi, I mean sci-fi. Oh yes, we're not in any Spielberg way, where they're not from Mars, they're from weird other ET planets. That's right, actually, in the bonus features for the 2005 version, he says that the aliens in his version of War of the Worlds are the same ones from ET. So instead of E.T. come home, it's E.T. destroy all humans, which I find very cute. The movie's plot itself isn't really why you go to see the film. It's the plot of every single thing. Weird cylinder, crash lands on Earth, people in a small town investigate it, whoops, turns out it's a neat little space thing, they start shooting up everybody, worlds can't defeat them, take over the world, one protagonist goes on an adventure to be able to find his loved one's family, the aliens die of disease. Simple, good arc. But what you do go to see the movie for are the effects, and the aliens destroying everything. And we have plenty of that in this movie. The first time that the tripods come out, it's actually very intense a scene. The aliens rise up out of their shell and this weird kind of chrome thing, which normally looks kind of small, but the actual model itself was like this wide. So if you're the kind of person who thinks like, oh, I can like see the strings, so I'm not watching it. Well, shut up, why are you watching a show called Cult Critiques? The show is about cheesy sci-fi, what are you doing here? My favorite model in the film is a scene where they're trying to escape the aliens, and so they go into the basement of a house, and the alien ship crash lands on the house. The model itself is bigger than my entire setup here, and yet, the film, it works perfectly. It looks realistic. This film is a perfect example of practical effects versus computer-generated effects. And I feel for this, we're going to compare this version to the 2005 Spielberg version. If you look at the two, as I said, they have exact similarities in plot. But the thing is, for some reason, the 53 one is a little bit more cool. Why is that? You would think that with computer-generated effects and the more gritty realisticness, it would add a better layer. Now don't get me wrong, I'm not a Spielberg hater. I think the guy's amazing. I love Indiana Jones, but it's not as good. And I think it's because when it's too realistic, you can't take the story seriously. This is a movie about aliens from Mars who come to destroy the planet. Full take me to your leader crap. The characters aren't exactly smart, and what I mean by that is the damsel in distress father is a priest, and when the aliens first come, what does he do? They're not evil. They're men from God! I will join you, aliens! Yeah, he dies in like 5 seconds. Catches on fire. The film takes place in America, starting somewhere in the middle, central areas where the planes are, to in the film's climax being in San Francisco. Which works as an American landmark. It's an American Hollywood-made film, especially in the 50s, when really, if it took place anywhere else, you would think it was communist. In the end, this is not only one of my favorite movies, but I give it a good 16 out of 20. It's really awesome, but it can turn you off for various reasons if you're not exactly a science fiction classic fan. I will join you, aliens! Shut up.